Hello YouTube, hello McChow, hello Red Pill. This is Red Pill No Wind. This is a rolling video. Now, making this, I'm gonna speak directly to a lot of people. Ladies, ladies, you don't have to understand what a man has to go through. You don't have to even care. You don't even have to empathize with them. You don't have to do anything to them. But you don't have to care that a man's going through some things in his life. Do you know why you don't have to care? Why you don't have to ever empathize with a man? Why you don't have to do anything for that man? Because society has deemed it not necessary. Has deemed society, you have conditions, you ladies have conditioned society to where where men are borderline obsolete, to where men have to pay all this absorbent amounts of money. Yet you have gotten society to the point where men are disposable, and you wonder where the good men are. Let me tell you where the good men are. They're hiding in their house away from you. They're staying away from you. They're in the ground. See, the thing is, you don't have to empathize or care until it's your brother, until it's your father, until it's your brother going through some divorce that you literally saw as a decent man, who's going through a divorce, who's now broken. You don't have to care until it's your father who decided to off himself, or your brother decided to off himself. You don't have to care until it's any male relative that has been through some stuff that you've known intimately for such a long period of time. You don't know until they suffer. And most of the time you side with the other person, the person who caused the suffering. But yet the man has to pay, or the man has to off himself for anybody to care. See, nobody cares until a man is gone, until a man drops. You know, that is why men are hiding away from you. That is why men refuse to get married. That is why men are still single. Because you destroyed us. You ladies destroyed us. Many of you will never be aunts, and many of you will never be grandmothers. Many of our mothers will never be grandmothers. Many of you will never be aunts. And a lot of you, and even more of you, will never be wives. Either again or ever. I have come to grips with the simple fact that I'm going to die childless and single. I have come to those grips. I have accepted that fact. I've already accepted it. I'm content with it. I am content with it. I've come to that realization. I've gotten past all the stages of grieving. Because I know that if I bend a knee to somebody, I'm only going to suffer. I know that if I go out and try to date somebody, let me clarify, I try to date somebody, it's only going to end in flames. And I accept that fact. And that is why I don't do things, I do things in a selfish fashion. I do my self-improvement. It's going to be for a woman, yes, it's true, but it's going to be circuitry and silicone. Circuitry, servos, and silicone. That is the only woman that I will do anything for. In a romantic or relationship setting, is a woman of circuitry, servos, and silicone. Nothing more. You ladies have done such a bang up job. Destroying men. You wanted men out the picture, you got them out the picture. Congratulations. The next thing I'm going to tell you, ladies, in this rolling video, your problems start at the top. The 1%. You go after the 1%, and knowing that other women are trying to compete for them. They are just plugging you and going to the next one, and you want to get mad. And you want to paintbrush all men like that. Okay. You want to paintbrush all men, say men are dangerous, men should be treated like a loaded firearm. But if we treat you like a loaded firearm, it's misogyny, right? See, the thing is, women outnumber men. Women outnumber men. Women outnumber men. We've got a larger haystack to go through to find the needle. We've got a larger haystack to find the needle. Let me rephrase that. We've got a larger pile of glass to find what we need. What we need. Ladies. And in that falling and diving through piles of glass, men operate on a glass, on a hair's width of glass. We operate on a thin thread of glass between life and death. That's how men operate every single day. Men have to battle not with intrusive thoughts that are deadly. And one day one of these intrusive thoughts are going to catch a man. They are going to catch a man off guard on a bad day. And he has to basically be strong enough not to act upon it. That is how a man operates. One intrusive thought on a bad day away. And he has to combat against that. As I said, ladies, you don't have to empathize with men. You don't have to understand what men go through. You don't have to try to get an idea of how men think or how men react to certain things and try to try to help a man, try to emotionally or try to be there for a man because society has trained you that all men are garbage, all men are loaded weapons, all men should be treated like a firearm. A loaded firearm, put in a holster, put in some sort of facility. You've got ladies that are saying that men should be put in Alcatraz and reprogrammed. So tell me, do tell me, do explain this to me as to how and why should a man ever want to get married? Why and how should a man ever want to date you? Because any man that is in the red pill that has any form of reasoning knows that it's not worth the trouble. The juice is not worth the squeeze. I have already accepted the simple fact that I'm going to die childless and single. It's a given fact. It's a known fact. It's a fact that I've had to accept over the course of years. It's a fact that I don't even get mad at. I'm not like these red pill channels. I don't believe that the 19th should be repealed. I think it should stay exactly where it is. I think that the 19th Amendment should stay exactly where it is. Why? Because what would repealing the 19th Amendment do? Absolutely nothing. But bring a hungry lion, tiger, or bear into my household. No, thank you. Keep the 19th where it is, so that I can keep the hungry lion, the hungry bear, the hungry tiger out of my house. Like I said, it is what it is. The only lady I'm going to do anything for, like in a romantic setting, is going to be made of servos, silicone, and circuitry. The only woman I'm ever going to love is going to be of servo, silicone, and circuitry. It is what it is. You ladies have successfully killed the decent men. Now, I'm not talking to you about the decent men that are a bit overweight or that are like Michelin Man, who literally makes me think that tires come out of their waist, or the skinny bald dude that looks like a Johnson with a broken condom when he puts a turtleneck on. No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about those men who have any form of emotional control. See, the thing is, those men that are angry, raging, how should I say this? It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to self-improve for a woman that is made out of circuitry, servos, and silicone. Given up on real life women a long time ago. Yes, I do have the means to get my Johnson touched. I do. I absolutely do. I just don't feel like utilizing that means. I just think those means are better off in my pocket. Better off paying my bills. Better off buying my clothes, my hobbies. Screw your little freaking Birkin bag or whatever you want to call it. Screw your handbag that you really want so badly, but you can't get it because because you want a man to pay for it. Screw your dates. Screw your weddings. Screw your baby showers. It's just what it is. It's just, if a friend of mine is getting a house, getting a house, I'm gonna get him the things that he needs. I'm gonna get him some of the things that he needs. But you do what you want to do. I mean, I already know it's just your nature. You don't have to care what men have to go through. But eventually you're going to feel it. This is Red Pill in the Wind signing off.